Hey there, fools. Big T here, and I'm back with another video. I just wanted to let you guys know you might hear some popping and explosions and whatnot in the background. I assure you, those are not gunshots. It is the New Year. Obviously, this is actually being recorded on New Year's Eve. I wanted to have it up on New Year's Eve for a specific reason, and not, New Year's Day 2019. So just be aware of that. You might hear some popping in the background. I'm trying to keep that minimalized through editing, but here we go. But anyway, like I said, it is New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year's to everybody. Hope you had a great Christmas holiday season. Whatever you celebrate, whatever you don't celebrate, happy that, and Merry New Year. But I wanted to do this video because I realized, thinking about the year and what happened this year as far as gaming goes, the highs and the lows, I realized that I didn't do a very important thing this year. And I don't know how I missed it, because this very important thing actually happened on my birthday this year. So it's a very important game came out this year, 20 years ago. And I wanted to get into that. Also, a game I might have missed back in the day on my channel, which was another important game in my gaming history. So definitely want to go over that. And so let's talk about that. So somehow, I don't know how I did it, but I forgot to talk about the anniversary for one of my favorite games of all time, basically this year, that happened this year, as well as I don't think I did a celebration of 20 years of Star Fox 64 like I did for recently, like I did for Legend of Zelda. The game itself, it wasn't as impactful as The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, but that actually was a huge game in the history of my gaming life, and it, like I said before, that it prompted many things about me as a gamer, and especially for that time in my life. So let's go through Star Fox 64. As you guys know, Nintendo 64 is my favorite gaming console of all time, and that's mainly because it has some of the greatest games of all time, I feel. Classic games, and games that ushered in that huge leap in gaming that we'll probably never see again, going from 2D to 3D video game consoles. We'll never have that kind of injection into the industry again like we had back then. Which is kind of sad but it's probably true until we get a real, like, virtual reality world where it's something like what we got in that movie Ready Player One. Until we get to that degree of difference coming in gaming, then we won't have that kind of a crazy shift again. So Star Fox 64 came out basically on my birthday, June 29th. And it was 1997 when that game came out on the 64. I was there day one to get it. I actually got it as a birthday present from my mom. It was basically the last kind of young person present you would get from a parent. It was the last present like that I would get from her. So it was a big thing. It was a big moment in my life, because I was a big boy now. I wasn't getting the presents and stuff like that you would get from your parents when you're younger. So that was a big thing for me. And I regret not doing some kind of video or something talking about that, but I had talked about Star Fox many occasions, and I actually did a really cool retrospective on the whole entire series leading up to right before Star Fox Zero. I'm actually gonna go and revisit that, add on my impressions of Star Fox Zero, and talk about what I think Star Fox should be going forward, especially after a game like Starlink has come out. So it's kind of made me think about doing that. I'm gonna basically I'm basically going to remaster that video, and then like I said, do that. And so yeah, Star Fox 64, like I said, 20 years now. We are 22 years after the fact. So maybe I did a video, or maybe I talked about it, or maybe it was a podcast where we talked about it back in the day, but just wanted to do that. But the one I really regret, and that's because the 20-year anniversary of it actually happened this year, and I'm pretty sure I did not do a video talking about it. And that was another game, oddly enough. I don't know, maybe that's one of the reasons the 64 is one of my favorite consoles ever, is that really big games tended to come out on my birthday. And another game that came out on my birthday that I actually bought for myself was Banjo Kazooie in 1998. June 29th, 1998, Banjo Kazooie debuted, and man, it was a game-changing game for me, for how I felt about the 64 and what it could do. The graphics in that game were, at the time, were just gorgeous, were just beautiful, and it felt like I was playing, you know, some kind of crazy Saturday morning cartoon. And to me, and to people in those, you know, era, visually, that game was just a gorgeous game. I actually did a versus video with Banjo Kazooie versus Super Mario 64. You guys can go check that out as well. And I basically ran down all the pros and cons of each of those games and talked about which one, you know, basically got enough points to be the better of the two. Go check that video out if you want to know which one I picked. 1998 on the N64 was just a stellar year all around, because obviously later in that year we also got Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which was the game changer. And I just regret not being able to do a video, or not doing a video, or not realizing it, especially on my birthday. Me and Banjo Kazooie had birthdays on the same day, so that was pretty cool. Banjo 20 and I'm a little bit older. But yeah, it's very cool. I wanted to definitely talk about that. So yeah, I wanted to get that out before the end of the year. This is like the last day before the end of the year to talk about that. I just wanted to make sure I did it in 2018, and it remained in the annals and was correctly, well, at least for Banjo Kazooie, it was on its birthday year. So there you have it, guys. I don't know how I missed Banjo Kazooie's 20th. Crazy to me, because it is one of my all-time favorite games on my all-time favorite system, the Nintendo 64, and I just have no idea how I missed that, but it happened. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you have any memories of Banjo Kazooie? Are you a big fan like I am, Banjo Kazooie, and to some degree Star Fox 64, even though that's 2 years ago? And like I said, I did a retrospective on that, so I think I covered myself as far as that goes. But Banjo Kazooie, I have no idea how I missed that. So here it is. I wanted to get it out before the year turned and it wasn't its birth year anymore. So there you go. Well, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Share your memories, thoughts. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. And Happy New Year, or should I say Merry New Year, if you get that movie reference. Thank you for watching and listening as always, and I'll see you fools next time. Peace out. Happy New Year.